one that wrote "bye" and clearly took a pee on where the monolith once stood. So, and on the ground here, you can literally see fresh tracks.
Tucked away deep into the Utah desert and wilderness stands a tall metal structure, a monolith. Sticking out like a sore thumb among the red desert rock, scientists are scratching their heads, wondering how it arrived there.
Finally tonight, a very curious sighting in a remote part of the country, a mysterious metal structure that offers a lot more questions than answers. Our Clayton Sandell has this unusual story.
It starts like a good sci-fi movie in an area of Utah people actually call Mars of the Earth.
The intrepid explorers go down to investigate the alien life form.
Wildlife officials minding their own business, counting bighorn sheep from a helicopter last week, looked down and spotted this.
What the heck is that?
The crew landed the chopper and began to investigate, finding a shiny triangular monolith standing about 2 Earthlings high, solidly mounted to the rock.
They've cut it in.
One of the crew members notices the monolith points toward a split in the canyon wall, perhaps suggesting the alignment might have some type of Stonehenge-like significance.
It's just wild.
There are many questions. Is it a rogue art installation, a practical joke? And most importantly, how did they get it here?
There are no clear indications as to how or why the structure was placed in this remote area, surrounded by red rock.
For all we know, this has been there 40, 50 years, maybe more. And it's the type of material that doesn't, degrade with the elements, and it may only be a few years old. Who knows? But for all, like I said, it's tough to say at this time. There's no real way to know based on the material that it's made out of how long it's actually been there.
Installing such structures, for art and whatnot, is illegal without prior federal authorization on federally managed public lands, although it would be easy enough to do so in such a far-fetched region. Could it be the work of UFOs, or is it simply a little human artistic flair? Sylvan Christensen has identified himself on Instagram as one of the 4 men responsible for removing the shiny 12-foot pillar on Friday, which was first spotted near Canyonlands National Park on November 18th by officials from the Utah Department of Public Safety. The adventure tour guide who helped demolish the strange metal monolith that mysteriously appeared in the Utah desert last week has taken to social media to brag about his exploits, writing, "Don't abandon your personal property on public land if you don't want it to be taken out." In a video posted to his personal page on Tuesday, Christensen and 3 others are seen strapping the structure to a wheelbarrow and taking it away from the canyon.
Train. The safe word is run.
Christensen said, "We removed the Utah monolith because there are clear precedents for how we share and standardize the use of our public lands, natural wildlife, native plants, freshwater sources, and human impacts upon them. The mystery was the infatuation, and we want to use this time to unite people behind the real issues here. We are losing our public lands, and things like this don't help." The thrill seeker added that he believed the land wasn't physically prepared for the swaths of curious tourists who flocked to snap images of the enigma since its discovery last week. People arrived by car, by bus, by van, helicopter, planes, trains, motorcycles, and e-bikes, and there isn't even a parking lot. There aren't bathrooms, and yes, pooping in the desert is a misdemeanor. There was a lot of that, he said. There are no marked trails, no trash cans, and it's not a user group area. There are no designated campsites. Each and every user on public land is supposed to be aware of the importance and relevance of this information and the laws associated with them. Because if you did, anyone going out there and filming the monolith and monetizing it without properly permitting the use of the land would know that's an offense too. Photographer Ross Bernards took to social media on Monday, revealing he was at the site when Christensen and his group moved in to remove the structure under the cover of darkness. His friend who accompanied him on the trip, James Newlands, 38, captured a few quick photographs of them on his cell phone. The blurry images show the group of men working in the darkness, with torches strapped to their foreheads, wearing gloves but not face masks. The exposed insides of the monolith are visible too, which appears to be a hollow structure with an armature made from plywood, which is clear evidence that the Utah monolith is definitely man-made. Adventurers Ricardo Marino and Sierra Van Meter trekked to visit the monument, located just east off Canyonlands National Park at 11:30 p.m. on Friday, but found the red rocks empty. All that was left in its place was a message written in the dirt that said, "Bye bitch," with a fresh pee stain right next to it, Marino said. It's unclear what charges Christensen and his associates could face, if any, for removing the statue.